Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today is July 16th, 2026. This isn't my video, but I found this video yesterday, pretty much immediately after it was recorded, when a tornado touched down here in San Antonio, Texas. We haven't had any tornadoes today and don't expect to, but we do have some flooding that's going on in the proximity of San Antonio, Texas, as you could see on the previous screen. All the rest of the video going forward is my own footage. Today, again, July 16th, 2026, I'm headed to Natural Bridge Caverns to check out the Aquifer tour that is a rarely given tour, only presented whenever the water levels are so high in the cave that it gives you the opportunity to have the Aquifer tour. There's quite a bit to see at Natural Bridge Caverns, even just on the walls. And throughout the whole place, there's a lot of information to take in. I'm going to be kind of glossing over some of it and just showing you the things that I saw along the way. Like, for an example, these tabletops that show you some of the pollinator-friendly plants that are native to these areas. Here you're seeing some of the bones and also prehistoric tools that were found in the proximity of this cave. This is a view from outside of the ticketing area and souvenir shop, where basically you can see a lot of the native plants that were referenced inside, as well as some of the water features that are prominent, especially after rainfall like what we've received recently. In this clip, I'm showing you a collapsed portion of the bridge area that basically formed the natural bridge after which this cave was named. If it's July 16th where you're at, and if you're in the proximity of this area, or if you know someone who is, please tell them urgently that they might want to check this tour out as soon as possible.
We are going on a pretty special tour. The rules are going to change just a little bit. But for the most part, the rules are going to be the same as they always are. We will be passing by a few bodies of water. It is the Aquifer tour. There's going to be a lot of water in the cave. It is not an open invite to go swimming. They are not magic wishing fountains, so please don't treat them like that. Please don't throw anything inside of the water. We're going to let it kind of just leave alone. As we are going through, these trails are a little bit more wet than normal. They are pretty steep. We do recommend rubber-soled shoes made for walking, running, or hiking. However, I've seen people in these caverns in stilettos and Crocs. So whatever shoes you guys are wearing will be perfectly fine. Now, the tour itself is going to be about an hour long. It is considered to be a slightly strenuous tour. Once again, it's about 150 feet depth that we will be hitting. If at any point in time you guys need assistance, just let me know as soon as possible. It is going to be 3/4 of a mile in total as we go through the cavern today. It's going to be about a half a mile in the cave and then a 1/4 mile walk back. So once again, if y'all do need anything, just let me know as soon as possible.
Half of a whole mile.
Alrighty. Camera's gonna be right up here, guys. Big flash. And you guys make your way down. Big flash in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. You guys make your way down. There is a guano mine that the landowners used to use during the Civil War.
Yeah.
They would sell the guano and they would use it to make black powder, which connects into the Discovery Crawlway. So 2 of the crawl spaces in that area will connect to this section. The water right now, it's starting to fill up in the area on 33. We'll see this from the other side as well. Yeah. But there's about 45 feet of water in there.
Wow.
You have like a historic water line at the highest.
That same water area in a different space, kind of on axis. So the crawler's exit is going to be right up towards where we just walked in. We talk about some cave formations, cave processes and all that fun stuff. But we will be primarily flowstones, like specialized flowstones, and then what we call caves rise on the sides due to the high mineral count, and it'll form a rim. So unlikely to find just due to the delicacy of it. If there is a single drop of water that was to hit that pool, 90% of that would probably start scattering cave ice. Now, it starts out as what we call rafts. They'll be really small vintage going through. Max, he was the smallest guy. He was about 5'5", 120 pounds, real small dude. He could not fit through that long crawl that we basically stuck a stick of dynamite in and blew out the floor. So this is also part of that crawl space, like that rock on the ceiling that's kind of making an inward peak. 3 years ago, we actually had two really large formations that we took out of the cavern because where we were developing, we couldn't have them, and they were kind of just placed here, like on little rolling carts. Like if you've ever moved houses, those little wooden carts, it was on one of those. It was really cool to see. It was kind of fun. I wanted to.
Oh, thank you. You do the same for us.
Oh yeah. So yesterday we were able to do regular Discovery Cavern tours, so we were able to walk through there. And a few months ago was close to a decade ago. So these are not a very common thing to see. As we move back towards the, we'll see what we call the White Giant, which is how. So this is another way to do it. Now our last one. That is Emerald Lake. And for the first time in a long time, I can confidently call it a lake. Water gave me that color. We have not found any emeralds in the cave. We didn't name it because it just makes emeralds. It's just used to be greenish color. Typically, this is about a 70-foot drop off. From where we are to the water is probably closer to 35 feet, making it a cavern in Texas. So there's not a developed cave room bigger than us in the state. This room is about 100 feet tall, 100 feet wide.
These conditions will last only a couple of days, so make haste if you want to check it out. Until next time, thanks for visiting, peace, love, and all that old school stuff.